you know when your child is successful? Alfred Adler and his students, Harold Mozak and Rudolf Dreikurs, broke down life into 5 areas they called life tasks. These tasks include friendship, school, family, self, and spirituality existential. Adler said humans need to master these tasks of life in order to achieve satisfaction in interpersonal relationships. Parents, teachers, and other important adults can observe the child's behavior in each of these areas and determine where the child may need extra support. Hi, I'm Kim Feeney with Butterfly Beginnings Counseling, and welcome to my channel. I have over 10 years of experience helping hundreds of children and families to lead healthier emotional lives so that they can cope with big emotions. And I'd love to help your family as well. So go ahead, subscribe, and hit the bell for weekly notifications on the latest content. The first task we're going to dive into is the task of friendship. This task involves developing skills to make and maintain friendships. Assessing this life task involves observing the child at play with friends. This can be both in day-to-day life and during special occasions like birthday parties. Some questions to ask kids about friendships include: how do you get along with other kids? Describe your best friend. And what do you like about him or her? What does he, she, or they like about you? What kind of things do you do together? If you could change anything about your relationship with other kids, what would you change? Building a friendship depends on a child's emotional skills, self-regulation skills, and social competence. And parents can play an important role in the development of these abilities. Some ways to help your child build these skills is to model pro-social behavior yourself. Let your child see you interacting positively with others. You can also role play at home. Practice starting a conversation with your child or asking other kids to play. You can get the ball rolling. See if you can schedule a play date with a peer your child is interested in being friends with. Help your child to name emotions. Acknowledge and validate their feelings. Teach empathy to your child. Strengthen your child's capacity to understand others. And if you're looking for a book to help teach empathy to your child, check out my book, Emily's Emotional Empathy, with the link below in the description. Moving on to look at the task of school. This task involves both the academic and social emotional areas of school. You can assess this area by consulting with your child's teacher, school counselor, and or just playing school with your child at home. Some questions to ask about school include: how do things go for you at school? What do you like best about school? What's your favorite subject or least favorite subject? What would you rather be doing than going to school? And what would you like to change about school? Finally, what do you get in trouble for at school? Other ways to support your child in this area include attending regular parent-teacher conferences, applying for IEP or 504 support if necessary. Teach your child study habits and study with your child. Encourage your child to read. Have dedicated family reading time each night. Volunteer at the school or join the local parent-teacher organization. Ensure you're sending your child to school ready to learn. Have supplies prepared in their backpack. Ensure access to a nutritional breakfast and lunch. And practicing positive sleep hygiene. The third task of life is the task of family. This task involves having positive relationships with other members of the family, including parents, siblings, and extended family members. Assess this area by observing personal and family interactions and or playing house or dolls with your child. Some questions you can ask your child about family are: describe each person in your family. Which of your brothers or sisters is most different from you? And how are they different from you? Or which of your brothers and sisters is most like you? And how are they like you? In a family of just 2 children, just ask how the other sibling is like or not like your child that you're talking to. Which one of your parents are you most like? How are you like them? What does your family do for fun together? And finally, if you could change anything about your family, what would you change? Supporting your child in this area looks like finding time for one-on-one time. This can be playing, talking, or just enjoying an activity together. Enjoying shared meals as a family. Having designated family time each week. Watch a movie or play a game together. Focusing on emotional needs. Validate your child's feelings and be available to help them co-regulate when necessary. Apologize to your child when necessary. Don't be afraid to acknowledge your own role in family conflicts. Show genuine interest to your child. Listen to their opinions and favorite things. Have them teach you about things you don't know about, like video games or dancing on TikTok. Comment below and let me know how well you feel you are at mastering the life task of family. Looking at your child's life task of self. This life task is about learning to care about and take care of yourself. It is related to the self-concept and a sense of self-efficacy and self-confidence. Parents and adults can assess this task by listening to the way the child talks about him or herself. Asking questions about the self include, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? If anything in your life could be different, what would you want to change? What is it that hurts your feelings? And how do you act when your feelings are hurt? What are you good at? And what do you wish you were better at doing? What do you like about yourself? And what do you wish you could change about yourself? Encourage your child's sense of self by helping your child learn to do new things. Try to teach them something new each week and expand their abilities. Don't do something for them that they can do for themselves. If necessary, just tackle a project as a team, including your child in finding out the solution. Encourage effort and progress. Don't focus on the final product or outcome. Acknowledge your child's strengths and point them out to your child frequently. Allow kids to help at home, school, or in the community, giving them age-appropriate chores or volunteering together or as a family. The final task is the task of spirituality existential. This life task involves exploring personal beliefs, considering whether the person believes in something bigger than themselves. It involves exploring the possibility of a relationship with a higher self, a higher being. As part of this life task, individuals begin to consider what happens when we die and why bad things happen and what's the meaning of life. This can be addressed by reading books about spiritual or existential topics. And some questions to consider and ask your child about spirituality or existentialism include, what do you believe about God? How do you feel about going to services? And what do you do there? What do you like about it? And what do you learn? And what do you think happens when people die? Support your child's life task of spirituality existentialism by starting a gratitude practice, learning together, exploring different religions or denominations, appreciating nature, explore your own family traditions and values. Don't pretend to have all the answers yourself. Some of these questions are big and hard. Raising a well-rounded child is an important and challenging job. It also takes time to gain the skills needed to master all 5 of the life tasks, and some individuals still struggle into adulthood. I know some days my life task of self is pretty low, and that's okay, because I have people around me to support me along the way. Don't forget to check out my book, Emily's Emotional Empathy, using the link below in the description. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with a friend. Until next time, wherever you are in your day, hug your child and make it a great one.